We are talking renewable energy now on the sidelines of the Noosa Mining and Exploration Company. Joining me now is Simon Kidston. He's the Executive Director of Genex Power, which operates here in Australia. Yep. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So renewable energy, you're dealing with solar, wind, and hydro projects in Australia. Offline, you were telling me this is a project you acquired from Barrick.
That's right. It was once the biggest gold mine in Australia in the 80s and 90s.
The Kidston Gold Mine.
Kidston Gold Mine. It closed in 2001.
Named after your great-great-great-grandfather.
My great-great-grandfather was the Premier of Queensland back in the day, and the gold mine was named after him. So by pure coincidence, when the mine closed, we went to Barrick and bought the project from them.
Amazing. For $1.
For $1, yes.
So how has that been lucrative for you now, or what's...
The strategy we have is to repurpose all of the infrastructure left behind by the gold mine and reuse that for renewable energy. So we have a transmission line, a substation, we have an airstrip, a workers' accommodation camp, 2 enormous holes in the ground, and the site's fully permitted from an environmental authority perspective. So we've been able to effectively save $500 million of capital costs utilising that infrastructure, and also 3 years in terms of permitting and approvals, because we got that in place.
So is this the future? Do you think Australia one day will be fully dependent and reliant on renewable energy?
Look, I think renewable energy is growing, but what renewable energy can't do is provide firm baseload energy. So there's always a need for coal, gas, wind, solar. So what you want is a balance of different energy sources. And what Genex Power delivers is solar energy from its solar farm, and we can utilise that energy to power the pump hydro project to deliver baseload energy on command.
So the pump you use utilizes hydro and solar.
So essentially what we do, the pump storage hydro has 2 enormous holes in the ground at different elevations.
Right.
We use energy either from our solar farm, which is next door, or from the grid to pump the water from the low reservoir to the upper reservoir. And when prices are high, which is when demand's the highest, we release the water and the generators produce energy, and we sell that into the grid.
So what are some of the challenges of operating, with solar and hydro?
Well, it's more an opportunity. I guess we've got low-cost energy right next door to us. It's our solar farm, and we can harness that energy and then effectively control when we sell the energy, which we choose to do at night time when the solar's not operating. Higher prices, and we maximise our revenue.
So where are your biggest consumers coming from?
So we sell into the grid, so effectively the population of Queensland, both industry and domestic, use energy.
And are you just storing the extra energy that you're producing? How is that maintained?
So we think of pump storage hydro as a giant water battery. So effectively it's a battery in that we can use energy when it's not required, and then discharge the battery by releasing the water at times of peak demand. So this is a very mature technology. It's there's thousands of these around the world, and we're just building one in North Queensland utilising an old gold mine.
Despite all the talk around solar energy, we still haven't seen a renewable energy boom yet. Do you think we're on the verge of it?
So Queensland is probably at the forefront of that. There's now rapid investment of renewables, particularly solar in Queensland. Solar's got a phenomenal, the solar resource is very, very good in Queensland, and that's now been harnessed to produce energy for the grid.
Well, Simon, continued success. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
How it's staying in the family, and from a gold mine now into renewable energy. Amazing. What a legacy. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. We'll have more for you on Kitco.com.